Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up and live. And today I did a card pull from The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions from Your Soul by Denise, Jarvie. And I'll be talking about that in a minute. Yesterday, my world was kind of crazy. We have dryer issues, and so I have had an opportunity to practice flexibility. And I was able to rearrange my life in order to accommodate a change that was unexpected. And I'm so grateful that I have been able to have so many tools that I was able to let go of the rigid, there's a right way to do things, that I was having control of my life. And I am actually going to be talking a little bit about that in my Facebook Live on Friday, 11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. I think we're still on Daylight Time. I'll be talking about that on Friday in my Facebook group. I will leave the link in the description so that you can join the group and watch that live if you want to. Also, I have a newsletter. I'm really excited for the one that's going out Friday morning. And so if you want to get on that as well, I'll leave the link for subscribing in the description box as well. Yay! Okay, so today's card, Soul Journey, and I don't know how well this will show up, but you've got all these clouds, you've got this kind of, it looks like a little city or something here. And it looks like there is this path and this little doorway. It looks like a stairway or something. And there's so many ways. Sorry about the light bulb. Light bulb's not helping. So many ways you can look at this card. You can look at it as going through the clouds. You can look at it as you're up here going down into the city. You're in the city going up. You're like, oh, I have to go across this ocean to get to the city, and then I have to climb the hill. Whatever way you look at the card, whatever stands out to you is perfect. It is my belief that before we came to Earth, we decided what we wanted to experience here on this Earth. And we came up with our soul journey. That's what this card is about, is our soul's journey. We decided that we wanted to experience certain things in this life. And more to the point, we just wanted to experience life. We wanted to experience this body, this experience with our parents, good or bad. We wanted to experience it. And that means we wanted to experience all of it. The low parts, the high parts, we wanted to experience all of it. And that is our journey. That is what we're here for, to experience life. That is the soul's journey. I tried to do this video before, and I talked about, say you set out to walk across the country. You start in New York and you end in California. That is your destination. And the reality is that it's not flat. You aren't going to just be walking straight across. You are going to have little hills to climb and go over. You're going to have huge ones. Like, you're going to get to the Rockies and you're going to think all those hills back there were nothing. You're going to have huge rivers to cross. You got the Mississippi that you have to cross one way or another. And then you're going to get to the Utah with the huge mountains with the tiny, tiny rivers. Like, you're going to have these experiences, and it's going to be up and it's going to be down. And there are going to be hard days and there are going to be easy days. And that's just life. And that's this journey that you've decided to take up and down, and maybe go around a bend to get around things. Because you're not even going to be able to go straight. You're going to run into things, and you're going to have to, maneuver. So that's kind of how we are. We have these things. It's like, oh, I'm going on my path, and everything's great. And we run into something. And then it's like, do we climb over it? Do we go around it? Do we go under it? Do we go through it? It's like that bear is going on a bear hunt. I'm not afraid. Gotta take this and that, and going through the grass and going through climbing the trees and all the different things. And that's really what life is about. And I've noticed in my own life journey that I compare myself to where I was and where I think I should be. A couple years ago, I was doing pretty good. I was feeling pretty high. I was like, life is good. I have a strong belief in this, and I'm just loving life. And right now, it's like, yeah, I think that that's still true. I think I still believe in that, but I'm just not as invested. And in my comparison, I think I should still be up there. Or I think about where I wanted to be at this point in time in my life, and I compare myself to where I think I should be, my expectations of where I should be, and I'm not there. And then I start thinking I'm not doing my best, and I disagree. That is not truth. Your best is exactly where you are right now. You are always doing your best. And maybe your best isn't as high as it was 2 years ago. Maybe your best yesterday you were like, I'm doing amazing. I'm out of bed. I got dressed, made my bed, cleaned my house. I went and did this. And it was like this most amazing, productive day. And you're like, yes, I did my best. And then today you're like, oh, I'll get dressed now. Oh, it takes so much effort. And then you're like, oh, I didn't even make my bed. Oh, I'm not getting anything done today. Does that mean you're not doing your best? I disagree with that idea that it doesn't. That it means that. Like, our best changes every single day. It could be affected by, like, I read a Facebook post today. She had commented a year later about a post that she'd made. And she made a post about how she wasn't feeling good and everything, and people were offering her different solutions, and she realized that when she cut sugar out of her body, completely out of her diet, she was doing great. But as soon as she ate sugar, her body was achy and tired and all of these things, and all those symptoms came right back. So maybe today's best is affected by what you ate. Maybe you wore yourself out yesterday by doing so much, and your best today is just barely getting out of bed. We got to stop comparing to where we were and where we think we should be, and just being in the moment and realizing I am doing my best right now. And maybe my best isn't what somebody else thinks is my best, and that's okay, because this is about me. This is about my journey. This is about my best. My best right now is here. This is my best today. You are getting my best today. And I'm giving my best today. Because if I could do better, I would be doing better. Because I'm that kind of person who's going to give my personal best every day. And I think we all are. We all have subconscious things interfering and making it so that we think this is where we should be, but our subconscious says, nope, this is where you're at. And we compare and we're like, no, I'm not up here. I'm not doing my best. No, you have all these other things that you haven't cleared yet, and you are doing your best. You have that part of you that tells you you're not good enough. As long as that subconscious thing of running is running, then your best will never be up here because you've got the subconscious there. So your best, but you're still doing your best. And when you clear that away, then it's like, oh, wow, I no longer have that holding me down, and my best really is up here. And that's just kind of our journey. That's just kind of the way life is. We wanted to experience life. We wanted to experience the negative things and the positive things, the good things, the bad things. We wanted to experience all of the opposition. Maybe not all of it. Maybe we didn't want to experience all of it, but we wanted to play with those opposites and have good moments and bad moments. And we wanted to feel lonely so that we really appreciated when we have that somebody. We wanted to experience all of this. And as long as you're beating yourself up for not being at your best, when your best is exactly where you are, you can't fully experience life. So embrace life, experience life to the fullest. Know that you're doing your best today, whatever that looks like. Know that you are perfect in this very moment, because Oh, and like belonging. I had this thought the other day because I was like, I don't belong in my house anymore. And the thought very clearly said, if you didn't belong in your house, you would not be in your house. Wow. So true. If I didn't belong in this environment right now, this would not be my environment right now. I belong here because this is what is. This is my life right now. Therefore, I belong here. I'm perfect right now. This is my perfect experience right now. And if I have things in this experience that I don't prefer, I will make the changes to shift to the energy so that I can create a new place that I belong. I'm like, if I'm done being in this home, what do I need to change to make it so that I belong in my next place? Because you belong exactly where you are. You're perfect exactly where you are. You're doing your best right now, and you are on an incredible journey. And your journey and my journey are not the same. And what is right for you does not necessarily right for me. Was not even necessarily right for your children. That's a hard one as a mother to accept, that my children's journeys can look completely different than I thought they should. But that's just the soul's journey. And so with that, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you remember that you're awesome. I hope you let your light shine big, bright, live, and beautiful. And I'll see you guys next time.